a big man who is stronger. Just love to brag and boast. Let's raise cups into the air. It's time for another toast. And ho, ho, let's go drinking. Ho, ho, one more ale. Ho, ho, let's go drinking right before it is too late. Ho, ho, let's go drinking. Ho, ho, one more ale. Ho, ho, let's go drinking right before it is too late.
Happy New Year, 2015. This is beer review number 11, our 2015 New Year's special. Okay, enough of that. Alright, we're going to be reviewing 3 different beers today for our New Year's special. These are the 3. We will get to the first one momentarily and give you the details. So until then, we'll be right back. Go ahead and go do your thing with the camera. Okay, we're back with the first of the 3 beers that we're going to review for this 2015 New Year's special. And the first one is going to come from a South Carolina microbrewery. One that I was unaware of until recently. And that's the Thomas Creek Brewery in Greenville, South Carolina. That's in the upstate near the mountains. Now this is their Thomas Creek Up the Creek Extreme IPA. Now, a little bit about the brewery. It says, since the brewery's inception in 1998, we've been winning the hearts and taste buds of beer enthusiasts all across the Southeast and beyond. Our brewing operation consists of a 30-barrel, 2-vessel Creveller system, whatever that is, with both 60-barrel and 10-barrel fermenters that allow us to produce both large quantities of our year-round releases, as well as smaller batches of seasonal and specialty brews. Being located in the heart of the upstate has its advantages. We are fortunate to be part of a consistently growing community of industrious and innovative business owners, non-profits, and like-minded individuals committed to making the upstate a great place to live. And from what I understand, the upstate is a pretty decent place to live. Thomas Creek is devoted to serving our community by both delivering an exceptional product to our fans, in addition to giving back through reducing environmental impact. Now a little about the beer. Up the Creek Extreme IPA. Up the Creek is mashed in at a low temperature to increase the amount of fermentable sugars while reducing residual sweetness. This creates a hoppy behemoth of a beer, with its alcohol by volume well hidden under heavy layers of malt. The UTC is designed to be dangerously drinkable, so use caution or you'll be up the creek. Well, I've been there before, and I always manage to find my way back. So, we shall see. Its style is an Imperial IPA. It's a red mahogany color, so it says. And it's 12.5% alcohol by volume. So, should be a very interesting beer. Let's get to it. Okay, I will do my best not to get my arm in the way of showing it to you. It is a mahogany color. very reddish brown mahogany color. I forgot my flashlight. Should be one over here, right there. Right there. Need my light. Okay. Oh yeah, that's better. You can see, get a better idea of the color, and hopefully you can see the steady stream of bubbles coming up from the bottom. It's definitely medium active carbonation. I hope you can get a better look at the color and the carbonation from this. No, that didn't work. Okay. All right, John, come on around. So we can do the important part of the beer review.
You got that right. This one looks good.
Yeah, doesn't have much of a head. What little head it does is just a light tan. Have some smells.
I smell the hops. A little bit of the malt.
I smell the hops as well.
Mm-hmm. Shall we?
Let's try, let's see if we smell anything else but hops. Well, being an Imperial IPA, it should be high in hops.
Mm-hmm.
But I would hope that it wouldn't overpower everything else. I smell a very, very small amount of sweetness. But that's about it. Lots of hops, small amount of sweetness. Let's see how it tastes.
Mm.
I can taste both the hops and the sweetness right at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then it starts to taper off into a mild bitterness at the end.
Yeah, the same way here. I like this one.
It has a good mouthfeel because it's not overly carbonated, but it has just enough of the tingle,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to make it interesting. It's definitely a very hoppy beer. There's no doubt about that. Now I know you like
I like it.
hoppy beers, so that's why I picked this one and the next one, because they're very hoppy.
It's good.
Just for you.
I could drink this one.
Personally, I prefer a maltier beer, but this one, while the hops are definitely making themselves known, they're not overpowering.
No.
There is just enough sweetness to offset the bitterness of the hops. And not all of the hops I'm tasting are a bitter flavor. I'm getting a bit of a floral hop flavor as well. Got some bitter hops, got some floral hops in the hops flavor. And just a little bit of sweetness. It's not a very malty tasting sweetness, just a sweetness. I like the color. It's this isn't bad.
It's a very drinkable
This
beer.
isn't bad. It's definitely drinkable. You know, it's one of those that, you know, it wouldn't be the one that I kept in my refrigerator all the time, but once in a while.
I agree. I could drink this one anytime.
And I think this might be one of those similar to that other one that if you let it sit around and warm up a few minutes,
It'll change.
its character might change a little bit, you know, for the better. I don't know that, but I just have a feeling just from its taste
Mm-hmm.
and based on that other one that did that.
Yeah, it sure did.
All right, well, for the Thomas Creek Up the Creek, I'm gonna give it thumbs up.
So am I, definitely. I like the flavor.
We got 2 thumbs up for the Thomas Creek Up the Creek. So if you get yourself some, then you can have fun going up the creek. Now, we're going to go and cleanse our palates and come back for number 2. Time for the next one. This time, we're doing the Green Flash Brewing Company, San Diego, California, Hophead Red. This is their Red India Pale Ale. So this is another hoppy beer to make John hoppy. Alright, now here's some information on it, at least from their website. It says, this perfect 10 is a Hophead Turner. A luscious beauty, Hophead Red Double IPA exudes resinous hoppy qualities from Amarillo, Warrior, and Nugget to overtake the full-bodied depths of a caramel malt base. Captivating and seductive floral aromas and alluring hop flavors are the result of dry hopping with mountains of Amarillo. The blissful union of Double India Pale Ale and Red Ale make Hophead Red an unforgettable obsession. Experience love at first sip every time. And it's 8.1% by volume. And we will find out if we're going to be seduced into an unforgettable obsession and have love at first sip here in a moment. So let's pop it open and see what it looks like. Okay, I'll take a look. Let's see what we have. Alright, you can see the color. It's kind of a reddish golden brown. It looks a little cloudy, like it might have been unfiltered. Can't say for sure, it doesn't say anything about being unfiltered. Okay. It seems to have light carbonation. And it's not really all that red, certainly not as red as I would expect something called a Hophead Red, a Red India Pale Ale to be. In fact, the one that we just did, the Thomas Creek, was actually a darker, redder color than this one is. But enough on the color. Come on over here, John, and let's give it the old sniff test.
All right.
It's got about a half a finger of head on it, which is it's a light cream color. Lacing is pretty good. Definitely smelling the hops first off, but it sounds from the description like it really has a ton of hops.
It doesn't. Not like the other one.
Yeah, it's definitely not as strong a hop smell as the Thomas Creek. Oh, speaking of which, almost forgot. I wanted to give you an update on that Thomas Creek. It's as we thought after we let it sit for about 5 or 6 minutes, to warm up a little bit. Its character changed. It smoothed out and it actually got sweeter. The hoppiness was still there, but the overall character got a little bit more sweeter. So just wanted to update you on that. Now back to this one. Well, let's give it a taste. See what we can taste.
Definitely the hops are there.
I definitely taste a burst of hops right at the beginning, and then I get kind of a floral citrusy flavor that comes in afterward.
And I end up with caramel right at the end, just a little.
Haven't found caramel yet. Hop bitterness at the start. Got a floral citrus note in the middle, and just a little bit of caramel note at the end.
It's good. I like this one too.
This one's not bad. Well, I thought you would. I
do.
I specifically picked some hoppier beers this time because you were complaining about all the dark, strong porters and stouts and dark ales, and yeah, so I thought I'd make you happy this time.
You did. I like that one too.
I think I like this one better than the Thomas Creek. It's not as bitter as the Thomas Creek, but there's plenty of hops character.
Yeah.
But it does have a little more sweetness, and it does have a few more notes in it that the other one didn't have, that I think makes this one an overall smoother, more drinkable beer.
I agree.
So I think this one's going to get a thumbs up.
Same here, definitely.
Another 2 thumbs up beer. So I reckon time now to go cleanse our palates once again, and we'll be back for the third and last beer that we're going to review for the 2015 New Year's special. So stay tuned, and we shall be right back. Okay, you better go.
All right.
We're back with the third and last beer in our 2015 New Year's special beer review. Now this one I'm looking forward to. This one is the Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale. And here's what it says. It says, award-winning Kentucky Barrel Ale is a unique sipping beer with the distinctive nose of a well-crafted bourbon. Our Kentucky Ale is aged for at least 6 weeks in freshly decanted bourbon barrels from some of Kentucky's finest distilleries. It says subtle yet familiar flavors of vanilla and oak are imparted to the special ale as it rests in the charred barrels, pleasantly smooth and robust. Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale may be served as an aperitif or after dinner drink. Alcohol by volume is 8.2%. Now, I've never had an ale that was aged in a bourbon barrel, so this should be interesting, and from the sounds of it, it should be pretty good. So let's give it a shot and see. Okay. It's got about a 2 finger, 1.5 finger head, which is light, medium creamy color. It's definitely a lighter color than the other beers that we've had so far. It's a nice, clear, golden color, a little brownish gold. And not too far off from the color of bourbon. You can see it has very light carbonation. Oh yeah, hopefully you can see that good. Very light carbonation. You got bubbles slowly coming up from the bottom. And it's definitely, I'd say, a golden brown bourbon color, depending on the bourbon that you're drinking. So this should be interesting. The head didn't last very long, but I didn't expect it to. All right, John, come on around. Let's see what we can smell.
A little vanilla.
That's what I was going to say. A little vanilla. A little oak. I think I can smell the woody smell of the oak barrels. I can't say that I smell anything that smells like bourbon.
No, maybe when we
Let's
taste
give
it.
it a taste.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Vanilla right into the oak.
You got it. You got it. You get an immediate just explosion
A flavor.
of vanilla and oak together right at the start. It's very smooth. It is a definite sweetness that goes with it. And an aftertaste that is a little bit like a sweet Kentucky bourbon.
Yeah.
It really is.
Wow. Totally different than any of them I've tried.
It is. I have to say, this is not like any other beer I've ever tried. This is, and that oak flavor really stays with you in
Yes.
your mouth.
Yes.
You know, even after you swallow it, you can still taste the kind of the oak fumes coming up, you know, in your mouth.
This
And
one's
it's not unpleasant either. It's
Yeah.
like, wow.
got my attention.
Can't really taste the alcohol, even though it's 8.1%. It's overwhelmed by the smoothness and the combination of flavors. I don't really taste any bitterness as such.
No, not at all.
It's a it's a sweetness that isn't too sweet. I mean, in combination with that vanilla, oak, and slight bourbon flavor, the amount of bitterness that it has, the tiny bit, is just perfect. It balances it absolutely perfect.
They nailed this one.
Nothing here is really overwhelming. Nothing in it overwhelms anything else in it. It's the right amount of carbonation, because for something with this kind of flavor, you don't want it highly carbonated. That would take away from it.
Yeah, and it's still bubbling. That is very good.
And the more I look at it up close as I'm looking in the glass drinking it, the more it reminds me of a glass of bourbon.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, this one, I was looking forward to it, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I just how it was going to turn out. I mean, it seemed like it would be something really good, but you never know.
No.
I'm pleasantly surprised, and yeah, this is
You want something different, this is it.
yeah, I like this one. Yeah, it's definitely different.
Yeah.
Oh. It's just an explosion of good flavor in your mouth when you drink this now. I'm going to give this one a definite strong thumbs up.
I agree.
In fact, I would give it 2 thumbs up myself. So we got a 4 thumbs up beer here. The very first one.
This is one you definitely want to try, people.
You want to try this one. This is the Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale. And I forgot what the name of the brewery is exactly. But the brewery is in Lexington, Kentucky. I can tell you that. Yes. It's brewed and bottled by Alltex Lexington Brewing Company, Lexington, Kentucky. You can find out more. They got a website, www.kentuckyale.com. Now I got this at, I believe I got this at Total Wine and More. So if you're looking for it and you got a Total Wine and More near you, you can probably find it there. I'll have to say, of all the ones that we've reviewed so far, I'm the most enthusiastic about this one.
I agree.
This is special. So, I hope that you have had a great 2014, and I hope you've enjoyed our beer reviews up to now. If you do, I hope you'll comment and say so. I hope you enjoy this one, and I hope you'll comment on this one and say so. And I hope you and your family and friends, I hope you all have a happy and wonderful 2015. This is Spec Ops 56. My faithful Indian companion, John, without whom these videos and beer reviews would not be possible, saying so long and Happy New Year. All right.
That one I'm going to finish.
I'm finishing this one
You got it.
right now.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.